Welcome YouTube to another workout. This time around, we're going to focus on the lower body, a little bit more breaststroke oriented in forms of a Tabata workout. Stick around if you want to do it with us. It's now June. Some of us know when we're going to race again. A few of us certainly don't know when we're going to race again. Either way, let's continue the work here. My name is Dennis Hikmati. I'm a performance coach and a sports scientist bringing you guys these workouts. And before we go into the warm-up, we're going to look at what movements we're doing. But guys, if you like these workouts, please do not hesitate. Like, share, subscribe, even the bell button. Hit that so you can get notified as soon as we come up with the next video. Guys, let's look at today's workout. This is a leg-oriented workout, maybe a little bit more so towards breaststroker than anything, but the general strength to strengthen up the legs, not super specific to breaststroke necessarily. But what we would want here, we want a water bottle. If it's heavy, we can use this as weight. We want a towel, and we definitely need a jump rope. If you do not have a jump rope, don't worry, we can pretend that we are jump roping. Let's go. The main movements today are jump rope. Light on our feet, nice and tall. Motion coming from our wrist. If we do not have a jump rope, pretend that we have a jump rope. Nice and stiff, moving our hands, pretend like someone is still pulling a string through our head. Next, we're going to need our towel. We're going to do a split squat. Isometric pull from this position. For 20 seconds, we will be grabbing the towel low, good posture, and we're trying to stand up essentially. So I'm doing everything I can to stand up, resisting it. 20 seconds, and then 20 seconds. The next is going to be a tuck jump into a soft landing, so it can be an altitude tuck jump. The higher your knees go, the more force you're coming down with. We're only looking for soft landing. So, don't have to bring the knees as high. You can simply jump up and focus on landing softly in the middle of the foot. We're going to do lateral lunges, where we're stepping to the side. And again, range is on you. Foot stays flat on the ground and controlling it up. So it's going to be both strength and a little bit of mobility at the same time for that one. Skater squats. This is where we can use our water bottle if we want. On one leg, bending the back leg, bringing down and coming up with good posture. If we're able to touch the knee, that's fine, but do not want us to push through the ground with the bottom leg. That can be a challenge sometimes. So what we want here, good posture, pressure right in the middle of the foot, and that gets challenging. And up. If we have a water bottle, we can do the exact same thing with the water bottle. And it's going to be 20 seconds on each side. The last one we got are going to be push-ups, Spiderman push-ups. Since we're a breaststroker, we want more hip action, and we want a little bit of chest pushing up. Now, if we are unable to do this, we're staying right here. Work on the mobility in the hips to get as high up as possible. Let's now warm up with a little bit of balance, a little bit of mobility, not too much. So, for the warm-up, 5 breaths, 5 repetitions. We're going to stand up on the one leg, and I'm going to stand this side so you can see in profile. Up, 5 deep breaths. Now going into toe touches with as straight of a spine as you can with both hands touching, and back up to the same spot. Now I want more control on the way down, then up.
And this is where I'm taking over with the audio. We're doing the toe touches here, and we're gonna go right into reverse lunges and still maintaining the foot flat on the ground. At this point, we will be feeling our feet or our calves working a little extra hard. And the balance equals stability. Stability is very important, especially if we're gonna go into a little higher intensity type workout here. And then we're switching the legs, same exact thing, 5 breaths, 5 repetitions, and then 5 repetitions again. And always pretend that someone is pulling a string through our head to maintain a long line. And then even when we're touching the toes, pretend like we're coming down to the blocks here. That's why I want both hands touching towards the toe. And that's why I want you guys to keep the spine as neutral as you can. Obviously, we do bend the spine slightly when we're going down to the blocks, and that's okay here, but do the best you can to keep it as flat as possible. And reverse lunges, importantly, we're taking a big step back, foot still staying firmly planted, doing what we can to maintain our balance and posture. Now that we're done, quick little quad pulls, little dynamic stretches to loosen. We'll keep the tension, keep it loose. We're gonna go into lateral squat. So we're gonna separate our feet into a wide stance. I'm gonna keep our feet firmly planted the entire time. If you are stiff, if you're not as mobile in your groin and your adductors, you will not be able to go down as deep. So keep the feet firmly planted and go down as deep as you're comfortable. Bending the one leg, keeping the opposite leg completely straight. Both strength, both mobility. And I want you guys to differentiate between a squat and what we're going to be doing later in the workout, a lunge. In the squat, we're already set up in this position. We have our feet stance. And then in the actual workout, we're going to be doing lateral lunges where we're actually stepping into the position. So differentiate between the two movements. And towards the end, you can hold a few repetitions a little longer to open up. And again, a little dynamic movement. Here I'm doing a figure 4 pull on each leg to loosen up the hips a little extra. And we're gonna go in and finish up with 2 rounds of inchworm sequences. If you've been following now, you have a good idea what the inchworm sequence is. We're walking out, and I'm not gonna do a thoracic rotation. I'm just gonna keep it loose on the hips. So Spiderman stretch into the pigeon stretch. After that, I'm focusing on the upper body a little bit more. So here I'm going to do a little shoulder tap, nice and controlled. If we are stronger, we can do a knee drive. That's going to be in the workout, and a push-up if you are ready. And extra balance for myself here, I'm going to go into a quadruped, one arm, one leg, because I know I'm able to handle this. Now, if we're unable to handle this, you can simply go straight down onto your knees and your hands and do a regular bird dog, just to add a little stability here for the body to get ready. Finishing this inchworm sequence up with a downward dog toe touch, heels coming down towards the ground when you're reaching for the toe, and then finishing then up with a deep squat position. Sitting there for a second, opening up the hips, arms up into a cook squat position, stand up, dynamic stretch, quad pull, even a hamstring scoop if you would like to, and then down again for another inchworm sequence. Now, you can add a movement here, you can take a wave movement here, anything that really gets you going. I think that this is a really all-encompassing sequence that is good for swimmers to do before jumping in the water and even before the gym, just to get the temperature up and to loosen everything up before we're getting the main work in. The main principles here, neutral spine. Everything needs to stay neutral. And the premise is to get the heart rates up, to loosen up, and also to get ready in important positions that we're gonna be needing during the workout. We're gonna wrap the warm-up up with some pass-throughs. If you have your towel, we'll bring that out right now. Pass-throughs again, lower back. We need to keep that flat, no excessive rounding. Do not want us to be asymmetric here or unsymmetric. Keep it as symmetric as we can throughout the pass-through, both front and back. And we can even open up our lats a little bit more by going to the side to side a little extra. And to minimize the amount of hip sway that we're doing, we can actually go down on the ground on our knees and then do the same exact thing. And here we want to just focus on squeezing the glutes together a little bit more to avoid rounding the lower back.
Are we ready?
Now we're warmed up and ready. I'm going to do a Tabata high intensity workout. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And I like this kind of variation of workout because they have multiple different songs that you can choose from. Find a song that fits you and you can just listen to it, start the music, and you just listen to the start and go. And guys, let's do this workout now together. Have fun.
Welcome to Tabata. Are you
All right,
ready?
here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Woo!
Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, give it a minute. Give it a minute, come on. We'll take a minute. Oh. 1 minute rest. If you would need 2 minutes, take 2, depends on how many rounds you want to go. I'm keeping it 2 rounds. Keep it short and sweet, that was nice, that was good. Modify as you wish, progress as you wish. Are we ready for round number 2? Little sip, I'm gonna add some resistance this time. Oh yeah, nice. So the GoPro wasn't working. We're relying on that camera for the first round. Here we go, round 2.
Welcome to Tabata. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. Oh, that's it.
Here we go in 5, 4.
No, not again. That's it. Oh, lean down. We recover. Woo, woo. 2 rounds is enough. That's 10 minutes. You want to go another round or 2 rounds? Go for it. That's enough for a master swimmer who has a kid. That's enough. Keeping it short and sweet. Early season. Tabata. Stay safe. Let's recover. Woo.
And recovery time. Spreading the legs separate. Wide position. Rolling into the one side into a Spiderman stretch. We can keep the heel here right underneath the knee. And the opposite leg straight back with the leg on the ground. Rocking a little bit side to side. Keeping the foot planted. And slowly shifting over to the other side to repeat. Getting comfortable here. My right side is a little tighter, so I'm working on bringing my elbow down a little further, but still flowing through the motion to not stay too static. I want blood flow here, and there's research that static stretching does actually decrease blood flow. And then on our belly, doing a quad pull, holding just for a few seconds, a little longer than a dynamic stretch, holding it for a few seconds. And what you cannot see me do really here is that I'm actually squeezing my glutes to engage my glutes a little bit more, to lift my knee up, to get a bigger stretch, and also to protect my lower back. I do not want the lower back to overly arch here. We need to keep it nice and flat. About 3, 4, 5 repetitions on each side, as many as you feel like you want to do. An upward dog where we are rotating side to side quickly before I'm going into a pigeon stretch. Now our range here is going to vary a lot. Some of us will be easily coming down to the ground with our chest. Others will struggle to get the leg up here, but an essential stretch. And we did a little bit of a pigeon stretch in the Inchworm Sequence. The difference here, as you can tell, is that we're holding it for a little bit longer. But I still like to alternate the legs. So I do not like to just simply hold it for 30 seconds. You see me moving around. I'm actually engaging my glute in this position. And now, breaststrokers, butterfly stretch, and more of a traveling butterfly stretch. So if I'm sitting back with my butt, I'm gonna move myself in and push my knees down and back out again. So as I'm coming back out, that's a relaxed position. When my hips come closer to my knees, that's where we're actually working the mobility end. A quick little hamstring where I'm actually bending my spine as far as I can, encouraging you guys to do that, and then neutralize before standing up and grabbing the towel. Actually, pass-throughs on the ground. So if we started standing up, doing the pass-throughs on the ground here gets us focusing on what happens to the lower back. No rounding or no arching of the lower back, so squeeze the glutes and even the abs, and let the shoulder blades bring the arms up and around. And as you're getting more and more comfortable, you bring your arms closer. Finishing up with the towel, and that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that workout.
Oh my God, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed that Tabata workout. Lower body dominant for the breaststrokers, or really anyone that wants to get their legs developed. Get ready for your starts and your walls. They're gonna be important. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Do you guys want to work out like the world champion, the world record holder Cesar Cielo? Stay tuned for soon. We have the workouts in the gym coming. All right, guys, so be patient. Do what you can so far, and we got it soon.